my friends, it's Bella. Welcome to Beauty on a Budget. And today is one of my pet peeves, I'd say. The video is about one of my pet peeves. And that's fake advertising. I really dislike fake advertising. And for me, obviously, particularly in the beauty community, or the beauty industry. Okay, so now I'm talking about videos and films and pictures that, I'm not talking about ones you put up on Instagram for a laugh that have been photoshopped, or go on Facebook and, you know, you change something and you put a glamorous selfie up, and there's no harming anybody. Yeah, it's no harming anybody. I'm talking about using that type of photograph for advertisements, or for manufacturers, or for backing manufacturers, or for whatever reason you're doing it. That I think is very, very wrong. I'm really, really strong with that factor. If I can give you a for instance. So if I can give you a for instance, there's a certain brand of makeup that I use quite often, and I was looking through the magazine at it, and it's got different mascaras, just a generic everyday make, and it looks beautiful. The model looks beautiful. Her lashes are, because you know I love those big boom 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 lashes, and I do. I was looking at it, it looks lovely. And then underneath, in such tiny writing that you'd need a NASA telescope to see it, it said, "This model's lashes digitally enhanced." Is that right? So it's obviously become law, because they're now saying it's digitally enhanced. Tiny, tiny writing. I've had to use my magnifying glass. But if you're putting a picture up and someone's looking, and they're looking for that type of lash, and they're looking for that big, big, broomy lash that I like, should you not show what the mascara is on its own? Should it be, is it right that that mascara is digitally enhanced? I am so against that. And it's the same, you know, especially I think the younger ones who tend to be maybe not so aware of how these companies work, or influence as well, how they work. Because there's good and bad of all sorts, isn't there? But as I said, I'm not talking about the Facebook shots you put up, or the selfies you do. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about doing it for the sake of selling or promoting something. I just think that's wrong. As the mascara I spoke to you about, I think that's really wrong. Do you know, it's very, very easy. Very easy, and I am the techno whiz. I'm useless. I'm no good at any of that whatsoever. But it's so simple to enhance a photograph. So simple. Now, say I was coming to you today with a picture on my foundation of the month. Say I was doing my foundation of the month, or foundation on a Friday, which now is a Thursday because I don't do Fridays. so I was doing that, and I made my thumbnail, and I put a picture up of me in this foundation. Yeah, there's two ways I could put the photo up. Now, as I said to you as I said to you, my camera now is right in front of the mirror. I'm looking slightly up, so you don't see so much of the dark lines that I've gone under here. That's why you look slightly up. So I'm looking up. I've got a very small ring light. My ring light's about that big. And that's just over the top of my camera. And that's it. That's more or less what you see is what you get. But I'm going to put a couple of photographs up for you. And I've twiddled with these photographs, if you like. One is what I look like every day in a normal, when I'm not sitting in front of the camera, when I'm not got the ring light on me. One is just a selfie that I took. One is the left hand one, the one on the left hand side is how I look, and the one on the right hand side is how I've tweaked. So let's put the first one up. So can you see, guys? The left hand one is the actual photograph. The right hand one I've tweaked. I'll give you another example of one that's not been tweaked so much but has been tweaked. So the one on the left hand side again is how the photo is, and the one on the right hand side I've tweaked. Now there's no harm in that. I'm not saying there's any harm in doing that photograph whatsoever. So when these models come on the the front of cosmetic companies and the logos and the posters and the magazines, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with doing it. There's nothing wrong with doing it at all. If you're putting a photograph up for just entertainment, or you're sharing with, or you're anything, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. If you feel happy doing that, if you're comfortable doing that, go with it. That's fine. That's fine. I'm talking about saying this is the foundation and this is what it makes my skin look like. I think that is really one of my pet peeves, because if you're new to makeup, or you're just getting back into makeup, or you're looking for a certain type of finish and you look at that, oh, that's just exactly what I want, I'll get that one, that's exactly what I want, but it's not the foundation at all. The foundation does a good job. Let me tell you, the foundation will do a good job, but it won't do what it does in the tweaked one. Now, although it looks a lot better in the tweaked one, the first one is what I look like when I'm made up. I don't look like that when I'm not made up. I look like this when I'm not made up. I've just opened my eyes in the morning and I thought I'd share that with you. So, that's what I look like. That's who I am. I love makeup. I will always study and do the best I can to stay the best I can. But when I come to you with something and I say, what do you think of this? And what do you think of this makeup? I want you to be able to see what it does to my 65-year-old skin. Because you will not be able to tell if I start tweaking. Now, if I'm not doing that, I'm not representing anything, then I don't see any harm in that. I don't see any harm in those photographs at all. They're not doing anybody any harm, are they? But if you are specifically saying, like that mascara that I spoke of, this is our new super duper duper mascara, and then underneath lashes digitally enhanced. That's not right to me. That really annoys me. And foundations and skincare as well, they do it. Look, you can see them. Some of the models that advertise this skincare, they're young, they haven't got all the wrinkles and crinkles that I've got to deal with. But their faces are still really digitally enhanced, and I just think that's so unfair. I just think it's so unfair for the layperson in the street who wants to do their best, who maybe is trying hard, or maybe limited budget to get the best skincare they can and working at it, to give them that false impression. It happens. It can happen on YouTube. It can happen more. It's more with photos and videos. It's more with photos because you can enhance a video in the sense you can have super duper lighting, which I haven't got because I can't afford it. You can have, people have massive lights around them and real studio setups. And yeah, you can enhance yourself, but to digitally enhance a photograph to get that real perfect look, really, really unflawed look. It's easier to do that in a photograph. So I really, really think that thing is wrong altogether. I honestly think it's wrong altogether. I think you should be exactly what you're saying you are. I am 65 years old. I've got lots of lines. I've got lots of wrinkles. I've got really, really dark look. See? Under my eyes there. They're a lot better than they were, but they're there. I have to fight them. But if I took a photo like that, I could perfect that all out. I could make that all perfect. So you wouldn't see that, you wouldn't see these, you wouldn't see a pore, you'd see nothing. It would be, you'd see the bits where my glasses go, you'd see none of that. It would be all perfect. But it's not perfect. So if I come to you with the foundation and say, look at my perfect skin, no, I just don't think it's right. So my pet peeve is false advertising. Like I said, I've got nothing against, I mean, I've done funny photos to put glasses on and flowers in your hair, and I've done it with my granddaughter, you know, and me and my daughter and my granddaughter have all done it with all flowers in their hair and big heart-shaped glasses. They're all fun. Skin's perfect. They're all fun. They're fun. And there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. But on the advertising side, if you are representing something, if you are saying this is what this does, then I think it's very, very wrong. So, Saturday was my pet peeve day. Please tell me what you think. Tell me what you think, guys. And run it back, have another look at my photos. Especially the one where I'm just waking up. Okay, so yeah, that is really something that gets up my nose. Thought I'd have a moan today. I will see you again tomorrow. Please take care of yourselves, guys. And thank you for being here. Thank you so much for being here. If you like my channel, guys, please think of subscribing and ticking the bell so you get all my videos, and give me a thumbs up. It really helps my channel and it encourages me too. It encourages me very much. And thank you all for being here, because you all encourage me every day, every day. Thank you, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.